Alright guys, we are live. So I'm kind of breathy right now. Just woke up, well, sort of. Um, I'm hoping this goes pretty well. I really kind of just want to let that intro music play for a sec. I love that song. It's really good. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here. Okay, whatever. We're gonna continue. We're gonna go ahead and get the platinum trophy and all that. I get too into the music. We're gonna end up having it like get a copyright strike or something. It's gonna be stupid. I hate dealing with that kind of stuff. So I am on the forget the name. I think it's the Thumaru Ithil Chalice. And I'm one boss before the one that I need to beat. So I am on the Bloodletting Beast. This is not a good start. Come on. His arms are too long, man. Seems like dodging to the side pretty much always works. No? Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try it a few more times, and if we don't get anything out of it, we'll go ahead and maybe ask the community for some help. But no need for that yet. We are basically one boss away from having the platinum trophy. It's this one and then one more. This one's the only one in between. Hey Molly. Any tips for this this crazy guy here? I kind of have no idea what I'm doing in this fight. Oh, please don't hit me with that rapid poison. No, thank you. Jeez. Okay. Oh no, not that. I saw that in a video. Or like I think there's a GIF of it where it just says nope, and it's him like punching somebody. Not as bad as the amygdala and the defiled chalice, that's for sure. But still not too nice. Oh god. Gosh darn it. Oh, you haven't done the chalices? Yeah, good freaking luck with the defiled chalice, by the way. Yeah, right. The thing is insane. Basically, there's this boss called the Watchdog of the Old Lords or whatever that every attack except for one is a one-hit kill. And then after you finally get past him, you have to fight the amygdala, where every attack except for one is a one-hit kill. It's so stupid. I've never thought about it before, but the rapid poisoning is actually probably a better thing to get than the slow poisoning. Oh yeah, Molly, I had the same problem. I had to go back and replay older chalices just to get the materials that I needed. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, you have to search every room in every one of them. They should always supply you with enough, but it's, you know, it's kind of hard to get it all, especially without dying. This thing is pretty tough. He's similar to another one that I fought in that it's really hard to dodge around him because he's massive. He's got too much body mass going on. Got those big burly arms. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the Thumaru Ithil Chalice. This is like, I think one of the later ones. You have to do like 6 or 7 different chalices just to get to this one. And it's not as hard as the one before it, actually. I just got through the Cursed Thumerian Defilement Chalice, which is a scary name. And definitely a scary place to be, because it cuts your health in half or something like that. And so when you're in there, every boss can kill you in like one hit, especially if you're low level. Yeah, there's a few. I think it was like 6 or 7 for me. If you already have the materials, I guess you could do it earlier, but I don't know of another way to get them, so I had to run through all of them. Queen Yarnum is right after this fight, if I can get past it. He's weak to Serration, so I figured the Whirligig would be good. It does a ton of damage. I'll show you the stats in a sec. See, I have no idea how to dodge that. I guess roll forward, most likely. What on earth? You know, I have to say, probably one of the most difficult things in this game is getting used to like size difference, because with the camera you can't see what the boss is doing if they're that much bigger than you. So like, especially with the amygdala and stuff, when you're right under them, you have no idea what they're doing, you know, because they usually, if they're bigger, they tend to have long arms. So you'll be like right here, and imagine this doorway is like the arms. You'll be looking right here at its legs, which would be like this doorway, and you can't see what's going on back here. So he could be like swiping at you back here, and you have no idea. It's really hard to be aware of, everything around you. When in order to really do that, you'd have to like swing the camera around, but that makes it more difficult to hit him. So, like you do way more damage up close, but the risk of the crappy camera angles is enough to really kind of mess that up a little bit. Oh, I dodged it. Cool. This thing is actually supposedly, it was theorized that he was Lawrence, if you know who Lawrence is from the story. Which is weird because if you have the DLC, you'll know that there's another boss called Lawrence the First Vicar, who is Lawrence, obviously. Um, but apparently they have similar wounds. Like you'll notice he has a huge hole in his back, and he's missing his head. There's also a variant of him where he isn't missing his head, and his head has, it has like holes in the back of it. Yeah, and Lawrence in the DLC has similar holes, I think, except lava spews out of them, and he's a completely different type of beast. So it's kind of interesting. I wonder if this was originally like the intended depiction of Lawrence, and then they decided like to throw him in as a main game boss later on, or if these are just like alternate representations of him, or if they're just completely different altogether. I really don't know. I'm very, very into the lore though, so I will probably talk about some of the lore during this episode. So hopefully you're into that thing, or that sort of thing. Excuse me, goodness. I was gonna say though that it would make sense for him to be headless, sort of, because you find his skull in multiple places. I think you find his normal skull in the DLC, and you find his like beast skull in the main game. So it's kind of interesting to think that maybe he was like hunted down, and they kind of ripped open his back or whatever, and maybe took his spine or something and chopped off his head. Had it as a trophy. Not knowing that it was, like one of the more important figures or whatever. And that he wasn't simply just a beast. Yeah, you find his human skull though in the DLC as well. You find it in like under another elevator. There's an elevator where when you get on it and then you jump off, another one rides up, and you find his skull there. And that one is a human skull. So it's kind of interesting, especially because I think his name is pronounced Jura. It's like Djura. Says, I can't remember what he says when he's alive, but if you mess it up and you have to kill him, he says as he's dying to remember that you're not hunting beasts, that they're like humans. So kind of interesting to think about, especially considering some of the little guys, like you'll see on Old Yarnum in the DLC, they won't actually attack you. They just kind of cower in fear. So it's kind of interesting. Also, if you'll notice, most of the NPCs in the game, even though they're supposed to be like these awful beasts and stuff, they don't attack each other. They just attack you. And it's probably because you're a hunter, and hunters have been, trying to kill them for like however long. I'm starting to think that it's all like a weird self-defense thing, or they're all transformed but they're still conscious, and you're just kind of mindlessly killing them all. Interesting to think about. Now, I have no idea how to fight this guy properly, so I'm going to try him once more, and then I'll probably hit somebody up on the player community and see if they'll help. I don't know if you can hear me with all the loud music and the slamming and whatnot, but it's also implied that we're not the, we're not the first hunter to... Actually, it's almost outright stated that we're not the first hunter to go through the hunter's dream and deal with the doll and Gearman and all that. Like, it's been kind of a repeated cycle. I think Eileen says something about it. She specifically mentions the doll and, like, asks if you're still having dreams. Jeez. Chill out, man. I can't even see what you're doing half the time. At least he's more fair than the watchdog and the amygdala. I'll give him that. He doesn't one-shot me with every hit, which is nice. I still can't see what he's doing most of the time. I have like the wiki thing pulled up here. It's talking about some tactics. It says hitting his head deals more damage. Oh, well, this version doesn't have a head, so that's not going to help me. It says dodge backwards, and then he does head bite forward. That doesn't really apply because he doesn't have a head again. Yeah, I don't know. It says to not lock on and to dodge walk around the boss's left leg. I don't know if that means from the inside or the outside, but I'll try both. Every boss has its own little set of moves that you can learn to counter. I'm actually kind of interested in seeing whether or not I can parry him. I don't know if he can parry most beasts. Oh, I forgot I have to not be in the trick mode there. Yeah, I don't think so. Not unless it's a very small window of time. He actually seems to move backwards when I dodge, like, forward. Enough so that it's actually very hard to get behind his legs. And usually when I do, he's already backed up against the wall, so... I have no clue, guys. No clue what I'm doing. I just know that I have to get through him to get to Queen Yarnum. And when she dies, we get the platinum. I already have all the trophies for the DLC as well, so I will have every single trophy, main game and otherwise, if I can pull this off. It's just 2 bosses. I'm not afraid to get help if I have to either, because I'm on like New Game Plus 3 and things are quite tough at this point. Oh jeez. There's no way I'm going to be able to use the antidote fast enough for that. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and like say something on the community thing and just see if anybody's able to help, and if not, we'll just do it alone. I'm not afraid to do it alone, but I'd really rather not take like 3 or 4 hours doing this because I still have to study for some stuff. Not school, but I do have to take a test of sorts. It's a driving thing. Got to get my license. Let's see. Hi, how you doing? We are just about to get back into the fight. I'm just asking somebody else on the Bloodborne community here if they're willing to help. So, just bear with me here. We'll be getting right back into the action in just a few seconds. Is the test pretty hard, Molly? I mean, I'm in like a completely different area, but are they pretty difficult? Oh, that's cool. I'm from the U.S. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna say, can anyone help in Fumaru Ithel Chalice with Headless Bloodletting Beast? There we go. Alright, got my message sent. And I'll await reply. I'll probably get one within probably like 5 minutes or so. Bloodborne community is pretty active for how old the game is at this point. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you said it wasn't too hard. I really prefer it not to be. Grandparents are kind of, hounding me about it, really wanting me to get it out of the way. What are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. I also don't know how to pronounce your name. If you can give me an English pronunciation of it. That would help a lot. It looks cool. I can tell it's definitely Russian. Oh, jeez. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. As far as I know, though, the Queen Yarnum fight is like completely different. I doubt it'll be as hard. But even though my stats on this weapon are pretty good, I am not doing like any damage. See, I have 190 plus 515, and well, my durability is kind of low at the moment. Maybe I should get it repaired. But yeah, I have pretty good stats too. 99 strength, 52 skill, a decent enough amount of blood tinge and arcane that I should be at least doing something with that. So I don't really know what's going wrong here. It may just be the difficulty of the dungeon itself. But I am going to try to get it repaired. Yeah, exactly, Molly. On my way now. Let me kill like 1 or 2 of these guys up here. Get a couple echoes. It's kind of funny. I was trying to warn people about the trap, but I didn't know what to say, so I just said, remember rolling, because it's a rolling trap. And there's one of these in the earlier dungeons, so I hope that helps somebody. I've been leaving notes for people. There we go. 6,000. Could be worse. Oh, I'm headed toward the boss again. What am I doing? I gotta go this way. So we're gonna go here and then see if that's enough to repair it. It should be. I can't imagine it would cost any more than that. Sorry we got kind of a slow start here. Oh man. How you guys doing today? Everybody doing good? I know there's not that many people here, but what we do have, I appreciate. Let's see. Whirly Jigsaw. Cool, we have enough to repair it. You can see I use a lot of weapons. Is there anything we can equip here that would help? We're clearly not using visceral attacks right now, so that's probably not all that helpful. Neither is that. Let's see. Maybe we'll do the defense type thing. Too bad I don't have rapid. Let's see. Yeah, raises the HP could be helpful. Maybe raises stamina as well. Yeah. That'll probably work. You can see I've been doing a lot of dungeons, Molly. I have every ritual altar in use right now. So yeah, it actually is like 6 or 7 of them. Let's see, layer 2. I would show you how bad the other one is, but I've already done all the bosses, so you probably wouldn't really quite get the gist of it from just that. I mean, you could see that it reduces your health and all that, but aside from that, it wouldn't really help.